All right, so the first thing we're going to find is our vertex, and I'm just going to call that V right there, vertex. So we always start with X because your vertex is a point, X coordinate, Y coordinate. So what we look for X, where is X? It's X squared. What is being subtracted from X? Nothing. So this X coordinate of our vertex is 0. Then we look for our Y, the quantity that has Y with it, and we use the opposite. So it's Y minus 1, so it's going to be positive 1. So there's our vertex, first thing we needed to find. In order to find the focus and the directrix, we need to figure out what the value of P is. So what equation am I going to write? Adia, what equation am I going to write to help me find P? 4P equals 10. And then I divide by 4, and I get 10/4, but let's reduce that to 5/2. So that's what P is. Let's decide, is this vertical or horizontal? Vertical. So I might not be going in the same order that is listed up here. Vertical, and then how is it opening? Okay, so it's vertical because the X is being squared, right? That's why it's vertical. Then we look at the value of P to decide if it opens up or down. If it's positive, it opens up. If it's negative, it opens down. In this case, P is positive, so it opens down. I mean up. It opens up. Good catch. I did that on purpose. Okay. So now we need to figure the focus. And the focus in our notes for vertical, the focus is H, comma, K plus P. Is that correct? Am I using the right one? Okay. So focus is a point. So H is the X coordinate of our vertex, correct? That's H, that's K. So H is 0, so H doesn't change, it's just H. And then to figure the Y coordinate, we take K plus P. K is 1, P is 5/2. 1 plus 5/2 is 7/2 or 3.5. So we can go ahead and put 3.5. There's your focus. So again, we got that. Here's K. So H is 0. K is 1. So we took 1 plus 5/2 to give us 7/2, which is 3.5. Is that okay? Now the directrix. For a vertical, the directrix is the line Y equals K minus P. K is 1. 1 minus 5/2 is a negative 3/2. So 1 minus 5/2 is a negative 3/2. So Y is a negative 3/2 or negative 1 1/2. Okay, for this equation, you can identify it as horizontal because the Y is being squared. And then to find the vertex, you're looking at the X first. What's being subtracted from X? And there's nothing, so that would be 0. Then you go to Y. What's being subtracted from Y? Nothing, so that is 0 as well. That gives us H and K to use with our focus and directrix later. Next step would be to find P, the value of P, and that's going to be, we're going to use 8, so 4P equals 8. Divided by 4, you get P equals 2. And because this is horizontal and P is positive, then our graph opens to the right. For the focus, we use H plus PK, and so H is 0, P is 2, 0 plus 2 is 2, and then K is just 0, so that transfers down there. Then to find the directrix, we use X equals H minus P,
Again, h is 0, p is 2, 0 minus 2 is a negative 2, so it would be the equation x equals negative 2, that line. And that would be it. Assignment will be a worksheet. You'll have to pick that up from me.